Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mulki Uzaid Ahmad Syafi'i. My matric number is 13DDT 19F1146. Okay. I will explain about what is information security. Information security is a set of practice intent to keep data and kind of information secure from unauthorized access or alteration. Information security responsible include establishing a set of business process that will protect information asset regardless of how that information is formatted or whether it is in transit, is being processed, or is at rest in storage. In short, information security is how you make sure your employees can get the data they need while keeping anyone else from accessing it. It can also be executed with risk management and legal regulation. Next is the list the component of information security. There are 6 components of information security, which is first is people, next telecommunication, software, hardware, database, and procedure. Software used to control and coordinate hardware component. Hardware used for input, process, and output. Database used to unorganize data and later process to generate information. That's all from me.
Hi, my name is Mrinalini, daughter of Silvarajan. My metric card number 13DD T19F1006. So today I will be talking about why we need the information security, and next I will be also talking about the characteristics of information security. So now I'm going to talk about why we need information security. So it is to prevent unauthorized access to the network, that is potential threat to the network and its resources. So second thing is the one that to ensure that the authentic users can effectively access the network and its services. The third one is the application can protect the network from unauthorized access. So let's see the examples here. So why we need the information security? To protect the functionality of the organization. So example, the organization should set the efficient and capable application. And next is the enable the safe operation of application. So the modern organization needs to create an environment that safeguard application. So next one is the safeguarding technology asset in organization. For example, the organization or a department must add the interstate services based on the size and scope. So that's why we need the information security. It is very important because I think that information security can reduce the risk of unauthorized information disclosure, modification and destruction. So now here we can see a picture. This guy is telling that someone got my social security number of the internet and stole my identity. So from this picture we can know that there is no information security, and we can know that there is a need for information security to prevent unauthorized access. Like from this picture, his identity is stolen by a third party people. Let's see what are the characteristics of information security. So here we can see a picture. C stands for confidentiality, I for integrity, and A for availability. So what is confidentiality? Making sure that those who should not see the information, which is very privacy and personal information. And next is what is integrity? Making sure that the information has not been changed from its original. And next is the availability. What is availability? Making sure that the information is available for use when you need it.
Let's see the video about CIA. First one is the confidentiality, keeping information secret. So in a school, you are giving your friend your diary, which is your personal diary, and you are telling her to don't tell any of the secret information to others. But your friend read all the information in your diary and then spread the secret to everyone in the school. So from here we can know that there is no confidentiality and no secret for your diary. For an example, if your password or username is known by other people, then there is no confidentiality. Next is integrity. Here we can see in integrity. For example, your sister took your diary without your knowing, and then she opened your diary and just tried to edit, update all her personal information in your diary. So from here we can know that there is no integrity. So in this integrity, that is how hackers modify the Facebook pages without our knowing. And next is the availability. In availability, for an example, you put your diary in your drawer and then one day when you search for your diary, it is not there. So you cannot jot down your points or your personal information in your diaries. And then another day, you saw your diary is on top of your cupboard. So someone steal your information or just tear the information from your book. So from here we can know that there is no integrity and there is no availability because the book is not available for you when you need it. So that is how hackers attack our Gmail or website and we cannot use it. And that's all this is about CIA.
So, in order to increase the confidentiality of data, we should implement things like encryption of data, access control list on your network devices, for an example, proper data classification, locked doors, fences, or security guards. Confidentiality has failed if someone can obtain or view the data you are attempting to protect. So, next is the integrity. In order to increase the integrity, the data should implement things like hashing of files and the information to ensure that is accurate. So the integrity has failed if someone can modify the data, like they will change the data. And next, in order to increase the availability of the data, should implement things like increasing the redundancy of the system design by providing redundant components and data paths, providing the detailed backup strategies and a good disaster recovery plan. So availability has failed if the end user cannot access the data when they need it. So that is about availability.
Hi, my name is Praveen son of Tyagarajan, 13DDQ19 F1020. Now I would like to describe the types of security models that I've studied so far. There are three types of security models, which is open security models, restrictive security models, and closed security models. Let's see one by one. So the first is open security models. Open security models is easiest to implement. Simple password and a server security becomes the foundation of this model. LAN are not connected to the internet. If security breaches occur, the result will be great damage or loss. So this is the open security model. Example model of this open security model. As you can see, the permit everything that are not accessibility denied. Easy to configure and administer, easy for the network users, security cost and least expensive. Let me talk about restrictive security model. Restrictive security model more difficult to implement. Firewalls and identify servers becomes the foundation of this model. Suitable for LANs or public ones that connected to the internet. Ease of use for users diminishes security titans. This model assumes that to protect assets are substantial, some users are not trustworthy, and the threats are likely. So as you can see, this is a restricted security models, combinations of specific permissions and specific restriction, transmission user access and the maximum security. And lastly, closed security model. Closed security model are the most difficult to implement. All available security measures are implemented in this design. This model assumes that the protects assets are premium and all users are not trustworthy and that threats are frequent. User access is difficult and cumbersome. So this is the example of closed security model. As you can see, the maximum entire price of the security is an internet and a public network, which is there's a router for the internet, public server and all. So that's all for the types of security model. That's all from me too. Thank you so much.